Hey, I'm Inigo.
And this is Jeric.
And this is The World Unboxed.
So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the YeeLight Smart LED Bulb 1S.
And if you haven't checked out our page or channel yet, do like and subscribe to those things. So here we go.
You just saw the YeeLight 1S unboxing, and it was pretty quick, straight out of the box.
It's a bulb.
Nothing else, just instructions and the bulb in the box. It's 2021. A lot of people are into building their own smart homes, and one great way to start building your smart home is changing up the lighting system of your house. Based on my personal experience, having a customizable lighting system in your house can really change the look and feel, the overall ambience of the room, and it's great. If you want to start building your smart home, I guess this is a perfect way to start.
This product is definitely one of those things that's compatible with that. So it is a light bulb, and as you saw, there's nothing else in the bulb, but the brilliant thing about this is all you have to do is screw it in just like any light bulb, and I know how to do that. I can screw in a light bulb. I'm an adult. So all you have to do is quickly just so all you have to do is scan this in to your phone. You can put it in as part of your system. So it is compatible with HomeKit, I believe with Google Home as well, and YeeLight has its own app. My own preference is to have it all in a single app.
Just the home app on your phone.
And what you can do, the brilliant thing about that is once you have it set up, you can turn it off and on anytime through your phone, through your smart speaker, through your assistant at home, or through your PC or your Mac. Or so practically any device.
So it's this seamless.
Yeah.
Siri, turn off studio LED light.
Okay, turning things red.
So it didn't turn off, and it didn't turn red.
So that's a double whammy right there.
So YeeLight, they want to catch you off guard.
Siri, turn off studio light.
Okay, the corner lamp is off.
And you can also do it like on your Apple Watch, other devices, things that you wouldn't normally think of. Yeah, it's all very connected. And not only can you turn it off and on, you can also adjust the brightness from 0 to 100%, and you can customize the color. You can speak the color out loud, and it's supposedly 16 million colors, 16 million color combinations. But yeah, you can pretty much do anything you want with this. So that is such a huge plus, a little bit of a taste of the future for you in your home, and something that you'd really appreciate from this straightforward little gadget.
Before we go any further, let me just try turning it back on. Alright, so Siri, would you fancy turning on the studio LED light?
Okay, I found this on the web for what do you fancy training on the studio LED light. Check it out.
Stay tuned for our Siri review next time.
Siri, come on now. Alright, let's try this again. Siri, please turn on the studio light.
Okay, the corner lamp is on.
So it works most of the time, but yeah.
Siri, turn the studio light hot pink.
Hot pink, coming right up.
Let's try this again. Siri, turn the studio light to royal blue.
Okay, royal blue it is.
That's not too royal.
Siri,
But okay.
turn the studio light to the color of trees.
What color did you want for your light?
The color of the sun.
not sure what you mean. Could you rephrase that?
Okay, I'm just testing how smart it is. It's not.
Whoa! Siri, turn studio LED light to cyan.
Did you want to turn your light cyan?
Yes.
Voila! Rich black.
Rich
It's
black.
not rich. The color seems to be fairly right. though.
I said
Cyan.
Yeah.
it's cyan, but she said it's rich black. So just so you guys know, the smart bulbs won't work. It'll be unresponsive if the main switch the bulbs are connected to is switched off. So it has to permanently be turned on for this to work.
Important to note as well for you screw experts out there. The light bulb is a standard screw size for your common screw holes that you would find at home for your standard screw lights. So good to know. You may want to look up. It says on the box an E27. I do not know what that means, but it works with most lights.
And our source tells us that the E27 is also the E26. I mean, same thing. So yeah, it works with your regular screw slot. So for someone who grew up in the 90s, having a smart bulb that you can just turn on, turn off on your phone, a phone that you put in your pocket, just turning it on and off and changing the colors, changing the settings, the brightness, you know, as Inigo mentioned earlier, changing the scenes to whatever you like for your room, was just something
Having it automatically turn on at a certain point in the day and turn off at another point.
With all those said, it was something I could have never imagined growing up. It's just something that's very futuristic. I mean, you know, this is 2021, and this is something that a lot of people have in their homes now. And if you're interested in having this, then we suggest go for it. I mean, it's a pretty cool thing.
Same here. A little thing I've wanted for a while in the past. I've never gotten to have it at any point, but now I have something more advanced. I've always wanted to have at home something that turns on the light, the clap. But yeah, I guess we don't need it anymore. I never got to experience that, but that looked really cool before.
I guess
you see it in movies and shows.
I guess in a way that started the whole smart bulb thing.
Yeah. But those are just on and off. No brightness, no colors.
Yeah.
So
no
this
scenes.
is several generations beyond that. And that's where we are now. And it's fairly easily accessible. So we've said a lot about the product. So at the end of the day, is it worth it? Is it right for you? Do you want to yee your lights at home? There are a couple of factors to
Nice
consider.
one, marketer. Do you want to yee your lights at home?
Yeah. So as this is a smart light, we would be remiss not to compare it to a certain other brand that's quite well known for that, for those products.
Well, funny you would say certain other brand, because this brand is basically the top of the game in terms of smart lights, the Philips Hue. So several pros of the YeeLight over the Philips Hue is, one, it's a third of the price, which is, you know, I guess a big deal for a lot of people.
So aside from that price point, the other thing is that unlike the Philips Hue batch of lights, this does not need a bridge. So all you need again is that light bulb. And I guess the good thing about that is for 900 pesos, Philippine pesos, or $18, you can actually test it out, see if it's something that is to your liking. You can just easily buy one bulb, test it out, play around with it, see if being in a smart home is your kind of thing or it isn't. So that's definitely a plus. But it could work against you on the flip side because they don't have a bridge. If you plan to yee all your lights at home, have maybe 10, 15, 20 bulbs, as they're individually communicating with your router, it might cause a bit of router strain. I don't think it's going to make your internet any slower, but you might end up with some of the bulbs being unresponsive at times.
For the cons though, the YeeLight was just a tad bit harder to connect to the HomeKit over the Philips Hue, although it was still fairly straightforward. You know, just follow instructions, but it's not as easy. You might not get it on your first try, But when you do, I mean, when you do get to connect it, it works quite well, actually.
And also, other point we noticed, having had experience with both products, both brands, is the color. So on its own, it looks fine. Like when we play around with it with all the different colors we know, we don't really have a criticism of it. But when you put it side by side with the Philips Hue, then you're always gonna notice that for the same color, this one's just gonna be a little bit diluted. So it is noticeable when it's side by side, but on its own, you're probably not gonna have many complaints. But knowing that if you're after a more vibrant color in your options, then there is a marked difference for Philips Hue.
Another thing to mention, more on the technical side, this bulb is 8.5 watts, so you wouldn't really rely on it to be the sole light in your ceiling to brighten up the whole room. I guess it depends on the space, but like an average sized room, this wouldn't be able to, you know, brighten the whole thing up. Yeah. It's just gonna have like that, you know, dim light above you. But if that's the look you're aiming for, then I guess this will work.
I guess you can kind of base it on your current light bulb setup at your home. So if you have a single light bulb and it's kind of dim, changing it to this won't change it that much. So
yeah, that goes,
keep that in mind. It's not a miracle bulb in that sense.
And that's the same for the Philips Hue bulb too. Like the singular Philips Hue bulb.
Yeah.
Roughly the same amount of wattage.
Yeah. The only difference is, yeah, you can dim it to your liking based on the time of day and stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't go much brighter than your average light bulb. So that's about it about the YeeLight. It's not as popular a brand as the Philips Hue, but it is actually a subsidiary. It's owned by Xiaomi. So Xiaomi's getting their hands into a lot of things, from lights to phones to toolboxes, strangely. So
Xiaomi has it all.
Yeah. The nail cutters, apparently. But yeah, this, as we said, you've heard the pros and cons here, but it's hard not to recommend it, especially if you've had no interaction with smart lights before. At 900 pesos, $18 US. That's an excellent entry point to just even try it out and practice and see how it fits in your home. And I think it'll end up being a product that you may enjoy a lot. So for its functionality, what you can do with it, I think that's an easy sell. So I would recommend it.
So with the said price, I believe you'd find it difficult to look for another brand that's going to be compatible with all three virtual assistants such as Siri, Google, and Alexa by Amazon. So it's going to be hard to look for a product like that. Yeah. So I definitely recommend this.
Yeah, that's just 5 soy lattes right there. And you can technically make your home if it's your entry point.
Shout out Starbucks.
If it's your entry point into, yeah, you have one of these and your home is now technically smart. So yeah, it's definitely a good thing to try out.
Well, it's definitely a good entry point. If you're unsure about wanting to build a smart home and just want to see what it's going to be like, what it could be like, then, you know, for 800, 900 bucks, just get this and it's going to work great. So yeah.
Yeah, yee those lights.
Or you those lights. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Jeric.
And call me Inigo.
Finally. And this has been The World Unboxed. And if you haven't yet, click right here to subscribe.
And also, click right here for our mini Mac video.
Mac Mini M1. See you guys in the next video.